heretics were burning alive, begging and sobbing and howling.
Hello. And as Argenta said, there needs to be heretics who are burning alive, who are sobbing and crying. Welcome back to Warhammer 30,000 Rogue Trader, recently released game by Allcat Studios. So we are on Rykad Minoris. We are trying to get ourselves to the governor's headquarters. We have managed to link up with Pascal, Martian Czech priest, who apparently has moments of incredible brilliance and communion with the machine spirits, because he can apparently blow up vehicles just by thinking about it. But he doesn't. That particular intuition leaves him the moment the task is complete. So there's probably something strange going on with him, but then again, he's also a tech priest, so by nature, quite strange people.
The Emperor favors me today.
Right. We are probably just gonna go straight into the action here, as there are still some cultists up here on the upper way. I believe this is the last patch of them, at least that we've seen, that we need to deal with. And we're gonna hopefully take them a little bit by surprise by coming in from the back rather than the front. Then we have several other ways that we can go. We can go down into the pit. We found a way to the western side of the upper way, which we will probably go there next. And there is also a door to the warehouse that we opened, which. No idea what would be inside the warehouse. It might we'll probably actually check the warehouse first. If it looks like it's just like a small warehouse area,
You will beg for mercy, but I will grant none.
All of you will bleed!
Right. Alright, so they have, when it comes to initiative, they have fire starting cultist, an acolyte cultist, fire starting cultist, then Argenta, then another fire starting cultist. Oh boy. We'll put ourselves here in the front. Abelard gets to be over there. Argenta. We'll keep the rest of the party back and taking cover from the wall there, and I think we're ready to start the battle. Right. Fortunately, these fire starting cultists are pretty give that Abelard. No, I think we're just going to do what we very often do, which is take aim and give voice of command over to Argenta, and then we're actually
Don't let your guard down.
Pull back a little bit to be less likely to get shot, and then fire starting cultist.
Temporary setback.
Yep. Acolyte cultist. Abelard. Fine.
I'm not injured. I'm enraged.
Not injured. Let's take
Doubt
that
is for
shot.
the weak.
Alright.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
What will fire starting cultist do here?
Glory of my masters!
Apparently injure his fellow cultist, which is not at all unusual, I feel, for
On it.
we shall put off there. I think we are. Yeah, we're definitely taking this shot.
Anything else? What an unfortunate turn of fate.
That's one fire starter done. The real question is, what else are we putting? And I think what we're going to do is put that rebound herald. What was rebound? Don't know, but we'll figure it out probably. All right.
My ears are ringing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Move up. Voice command on Abelard.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Let's have that.
Reduced to dust.
Ah. This man parried. That's unfortunate. And then, last but not least, let's hold the
If I
fire
may.
stuff. Ooh, and that's a very dead. All right, well done, Cassia.
On it. Another enemy down.
That is him dead. Wonderful, wonderful.
This is
We'll
good
put
as
you
done.
serve me on Abelard, and then we'll tell Abelard to try to swing at that thing again.
One fewer target.
Wonderful. And
I will do my duty.
believe it, we can even get moving. See? Oh, don't know why. There we go.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
There's an explosive barrel right there, which I don't know if I like. And then we'll tell
I'll see to it personally.
we'll tell Argenta to take aim again.
Reading damage to Volk.
Right. I probably
Flesh is weak.
Ministration is a holy task.
go.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Here's the communion. Right, so these guys, what is the so machine spirit's communion. Enemy recoil is increased by allies gain increased. Okay. Probably not exactly relevant to the fire starting cultists because well they shoot just the one flame out of the flame, so recoil doesn't matter. Good to know. I hadn't read what the negative side of that would have done, but other than that, I think we're just keeping Pascal. We're keeping Pascal here. The real question is, what are we gonna do about that? Can we just run in there? We could shoot it. Could just make a shot here, I think. I think what we're actually going to do.
Aesthetically sound approach.
Go there.
At your beck and call. Grey hair, sure hand.
Ooh. Not a lot of HP left.
Victory is imminent.
Gonna protect the acolyte cultist, and then let's go for Derek.
Will rule the stars themselves. At your beck and call. Reduced to dust. Follow my lead.
there.
I will do my duty. I took care of this one.
And Abelard has just gone ham. Is how I would describe that. There is literally only these cultists. I think we're just
Indeed.
gonna brace for it.
Reduced to dust.
And he is quite a Firestarter cultist. Doesn't like Abelard apparently. Fine. He
I'll do it.
run and gun. Now, where can go run and there? Really a place. Don't want her to go next to the explosive barrel because I feel that that's probably just asking for trouble there. We'll run over there. Then probably we'll just try to.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
And another bit. That's nice.
I took care of this one.
Right, Abelard. Abelard deals with that one. Attacks of opportunities with Abelard, like against ranged opponents, definitely. Now, can you actually have no line of sight? He's not shooting anybody. Okay. And well, I guess.
Was it you? Or
That's something that I really want to do because I don't really want to go ham on reflective power here.
Step aside. The navigator is coming. I am a navigator, not a servitor.
I'll do it.
Come on, Argenta.
You, my Emperor!
There we go. Damage. And that's dead. Wonderful. And this has gone quite swimmingly.
I've suffered worse.
I'll be honest, I think we might have, we probably did worse than we should have, considering, like, had we just come in from the way that
I'll
most,
make it happen.
right? I'm pretty sure that we would have had a better time because we wouldn't have run into a bunch of fire starters immediately, like, claimed most
As the
of our
Emperor
lives.
commands, I act.
Alright, miss. And
Doubt
then
is for the weak.
High momentum.
Alright,
Accept your lot.
Abelard, off you go.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. Victory is imminent.
Oh, shoot. Definitely should have
It will be done.
put.
Reduced to
And
dust.
that is. There we go. Easy.
Let us know, Doddle.
Did they have something good? Nothing of interest now, at least. Good that we saw. Good. Both good. This chainmail. Maybe Argenta can have that. No way, Argenta has synth skin. Yeah. So. That chainmail. Okay. mean, we've got better than carrying this. Fly at that.
Keep your wits about you.
Mountain. Merry murmurs. Oh. What's this? Heretical follower. Another heretical follower. That is. Straight into cargo. We'll have no heretical followers here. All good. Perfect.
I always have a backup plan.
I think that was the entire of the upper way. At least this side of the upper way has now been cleared. Don't think I've missed anything. We'll
Is
go
there
down
money to
here
be
and
made?
check out the warehouse. Depending on how extensive said warehouse is. Let's go at least check it out. I assume that it's only like a small warehouse uh, that has like maybe 1-2 rooms with loot. Could be more extensive, I suppose. Now. Okay. Looks a bit more extensive. Let's open that door. What's beyond? Huh? What is this? Oh! So this is like, this is something that the Pathfinder does as well, is that like, sometimes you run into these sort of storybook moments rather than, okay. So, Sector Corona's expands, Rycat system. Streets in the vicinity of Rycat Minoris. Report based on oral accounts and pig recording. Added to the archives as Halfon by the order of Seneschal Versari. On his journey across a world caught in the throes of heretical insurgency, the Lord Captain accidentally witnessed an unholy rite that transpired in one of the maintenance rooms of an aqueduct. His abandoned nook turned out to be a heretic's gathering place for performing their grim and profane acts. A large group of rebels stood frozen in patient anticipation, all staring into the center of the room. No one moved, only the murmur of hushed voices echoed against the metal wall. Okay. The Lord Captain ran a cursory glance over the room, assessing the situation. The rebels were unremarkable in appearance. They were dressed in the shabby clothes of abject rabble, spoke in coarse voices, and had repulsive faces. But what caught the Lord Captain's attention was the look of strange, almost sinister anticipation in their eyes. This was no gathering of loud blasphemers or bored idlers. Only occasionally would they exchange brief, unintelligible remarks. They stood in frozen circle, their gazes turned towards the open structure in the center of the room. Bulky power transformers, cogitators, grates, and voxcasters took up most of the space. Against their background, the structure in the center stood out oddly. An enormous lens mounted on a stand. It caught the thin sunbeams that made their way through slits in the ceiling across the sunlit room. Yep. Let's peer into the darkness enveloping the room. Although barely visible behind the close ranks of the insurgents, the rusted barrels with evidently flammable contents had not escaped the Lord Captain's keen eye. One good shot and those barrels would decimate the number of heretics already. The Captain patiently observed what happened next. As if commanded by a grim unseen force, the insurgents fell silent at once and, in a single movement, parted. A thick, sticky silence filled the room. The heretics' gazes were turned towards a metal structure with a lens on top of it, standing tall in the middle of a circle of melting candles, piles of books, and unholy symbols drawn on the floor. The structure flashed as a single sun ray illuminated. A sound of bare feet broke the sinister silence as a man emerged from the deep shadows. Reeling, he entered the circle and collapsed on his knees in front of the enormous lens. Not a second had passed before many rebel hands gripped the fallen man's shoulders and hair. Remember, comrade, the last sunray you behold will be yours only, shared with no one else. Your holy final dawn. bellowed a lone heretic's voice amid the silent crowd. By doing of someone else's hand, the lens had turned, its focused ray feasted on the prisoner's eye. The blinded man's harrowing scream shook the very walls of the place. Consumed by the rite, the rebels had not yet noticed the stranger in their midst. The Lord Captain braced himself and suddenly faltered as if something had stopped him. Dark shadows danced in the Lord Captain's glazed eyes, ghosts that had risen at the sight of the warp atrocities shackled the rope trader's will. Breathing, the Lord Captain could only rush blindly into the fray as if trying to escape from it.
I'll make an example out of you.
Are you ready to die?
Huh. Okay. So we had a storybook moment that turned into a combat one. All right. Wasn't exactly expecting that, but it kind of makes sense. Right. So also, bunch of explosive things. Probably not these big ones, but like there are a lot of red barrels, and there's that big one, and there's those over there. So right. How are we doing? So we're going to the front. Abelard is going even more to the front. Dira, no cover. Okay. Argenta, gets there. Cassia can also get there. Pascal. Do we want, actually, we want Pascal, Cassia. And then Dira gets to be. Right. Blind mat. I'm sure you think that. Sure you do think that. Alright.
I'll see to it personally.
Genta. Game. And you know what?
I don't need luck. I have strategy.
We'll move along. Not massive hit. Right. Argenta. Where can you go? You can go and probably blow up that piece of cover there. But does that accomplish? What if we run over there? Then can we?
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Let's throw that frag grenade.
Keep the Emperor's judgment.
Excellent. Then
As the Emperor commands,
revel in
I
slaughter.
act.
Then
I'll do it.
imprint. That was a decent grenade. Oh, there's a fire starting cultist.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Right. So, leader of the cultist has not yet done anything of significance. There's an acolyte cultist, anointed cultist, acolyte. Yeah, I do not like anytime the nobles affect the servant. I think we'll put that on Argenta there. Voice of command. Put that on Abelard.
I'll make it happen.
We'll tell Argenta to take the shot. Pick a leader. Shot at the leader, or choose that. Also first. Yeah, rather not. Oh, it's an unholy list. Okay. So basically, the leader is likely going to. Let's
As the Emperor commands, I act.
get medal there. Done with that. Then we'll move forward and hack this cultist.
Your end was inevitable.
Oh, there was an anointing cultist over there as well. Oh. Cut off the what? Beam? Cut off the speed. Alright.
What is this foreboding?
Move it there. Keep that for Argenta. No life. So we got that. Right, anointed cultists are pretty easy to pick off. There's that. There's a fire starting. This. Can't see him. I think this anointed cultist. I think killing him is probably.
Anything else? Well.
Pull. Analyze. Let's analyze the part. We have Cassia. There. Sell. Argenta. Shots again. Wonderful. Hold on, Argenta. Voice and
Me. If you
favorite
insist, Lord
rogue
Captain.
trader. Then we have a held engage. Could hit the acolyte cultist over there. Hit the acolyte cultist. Fire starting. Let's much rather that fire starting cultist never get anywhere close to
I've faced worse than this.
Some slight damage. Single shot. Missed. Oh, there's another one of them. Not like those fire starting. Not like. Right. Now the recoil actually makes a difference, but I think we're just. This one, recoil is reduced by half of the. I think we're just gonna.
Running binary override.
We're just gonna get everyone to take part in the Machine Spirit's Communion. Tech priest here is a little. There. Yeah, I think we move him up here. Analyze cult leader. Then 5, 8, 5. Let's take
My vow is to serve.
let's take a shot at it. I think this is
At your beck and call.
time for a brace for impact. Argenta gets to stay where he is. A rogue trader, I think it's just gonna. He's gonna move forward.
I'm ready for whatever comes.
Gonna move forward over there. Indira can't really move anywhere. Away. Cal, like where he is at the moment. Cassia, I think. He can stay where he is. Right. With that.
My place is at the fore.
There. Back
It
into
will be done.
pieces. Wonderful. This one. Third.
I took care of this one. Indeed.
Tour.
No
Activate Daring
matter.
Creed. Here.
I will do my duty. At your beck and call.
That lens gone. There.
Victory is imminent.
Put sworn enemy on the leader, and then
It will be done.
nice. That is like Abelard. At least here in the early levels, is like like him using that heroic action is just can be so devastating. Okay, he managed to hit and managed to blow up that piece of cover. Right, how are we feeling? Move up there.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. I'll do it. Faith without deeds is worthless.
On and gun. Another push. And me. Damn
As
it!
the Emperor commands, I act.
Just a temporary setback.
We can't reach the leader of the cultists. Can we, however, tell? Nope. Far. Too far. So we're gonna run and probably not gonna be able to kill this guy. Tell Indira to take aim. How are we? Can't give that to Cal, we can give that to Cassia. Either way. I think
On it.
put the command over there.
I'll make it happen.
Here at the aim, and then on over here.
Let's make some opportunities.
Decimate that. 11, not that great.
Just a minor setback.
Oh, the blind madman can actually wait, what did he do? Hold on, what did you just do? Eye of Oblivion, Dark Prayer. That this creature will start praying to their dark gods at the end of the turn. At the start of the creature's next turn, well, they're oh god, okay, so we need to. What is an. Wait, hold on. Active abilities. Does he have like. Does he have like a grenade that he just primed? What is that? Right,
On it.
the warring to Pascal. Oh, that was not what we wanted to happen. Oh boy.
Will do. Be gone.
Okay, Perils of the Warp at the worst possible timing, I think. Sure, let's close it. Yep, Cassia is prone because of Barrels of the Warp. Fire starting cultist. Just burns his praying brother. What is the leader of the cult actually doing?
Indeed.
Let's put sworn enemy in there.
At your beck and call.
Okay.
Victory is imminent.
Endure. Well, the leader of the cultist tried running away and then died. Acolyte cultist also tried. Alright, well done. Fire starting cultist. Let's take a shot. Well done, Argenta. Load. Do that. Okay, I didn't. Again, it's nice of the game that like the civilians who are just standing around like the blind madmen, like they actually can be killed. Don't think it makes any sort of a difference at the moment, but like they can be killed. All right, where are we on?
Taking calculated risk is my second nature.
Can't give it to you. Can't give it to you. Can't give it
I'll see to it personally.
to you. I'll give it to Cassia. Can't give it to
It's as good as done.
Take aim for your
I'll see to it personally.
shot. Can she even see anything to shoot? Nope, she can't see anything to shoot. Oh. So who's got forewarning on? He doesn't. He doesn't. She doesn't. He does. Abelard doesn't. Argent does. Okay.
Was that you? Or
Forewarning, and then can't even analyze anyone.
High momentum.
Okay.
You should feel honored to witness this.
All right, Abelard.
A tactically sound approach. It will be done.
Dodge. Damn it.
At your beck and call. It will be done. Reduce the dust.
This is done. Then
I will do my duty.
wonderful. Fire
Follow my lead.
on.
At your beck and call.
Right.
they who discern the future own the battlefield.
And then
But of course,
post with weakness.
anything else?
Okay. Cassia. There's that one acolyte cultist, there's that acolyte cultist, and then there's acolyte cultist way in the back. There's still a couple.
I have read tomes of military tactics.
Can we? Not really.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Hira,
Will do.
put him down. don't think there's anything anyone else. Nope. Right.
Why did I not foresee this?
Wow. I mean, surprisingly enough, they were making pretty good shots considering like all of these people are behind like full cover. Right. So there's that acolyte cultist. Oh, no. Get there or
Advancing.
okay. Team does do something.
Request approved.
I can't even knock.
Request denied. The undesired damsel apprehends all.
Well done. You managed it. Nice. We'll get some joint analysis done. Abelard.
Over there.
Over there.
Victory is imminent.
Dodge.
Indeed. What's your target?
And why have the because that's okay. I was like, okay, why is there a trap there exactly? There's a safe there. Which makes sense. Right. I think we're
Doubt is for the weak.
running and gunning. Real question is, where are we running? I think
God
that,
Emperor, move through me.
Jesus
Be the fire
Christ,
in
she
my
is
heart.
she is fast, by the way.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it.
Entrench yourself. There's only the one left, so this.
I'll make it happen.
Right. Let's get that in there. Let's
I'll
tell
see
her.
to it personally.
Tell her to take aim, and
On
then
it.
90%. Yeah. Wonderful. Nothing else for you. Nothing else for you. Akira.
I know what is to come.
Move up there. Too far. Even if we move there. Let's analyze him. Expose his weakness.
Anything else?
And
Will do.
86% chance. There we go. Wonderful. That's all of the heretics done. Right. The arch enemy's false fingerprints are all a nest of wicked. Heretics met the only impossible. Death at the hands of faithful servants of the Emperor. Well said, Argento. Well said. She's also apparently... Alright. So, with that, save here. Wasn't expecting to find a nest of heretics when I went into the warehouse, but fair enough. Let's see. Lore Warp.
That wasn't so difficult.
The ritual site is covered in ominous heretical, each of which is unmistakably emulating malevolent. Nothing but a pile of shards remains of the sinister lens that the heretic burn out. Guys, nope. What did that update? Rebels have performed blasphemous sorcery and blinded one of the heretics. About finding out. Huh. Let's see. What does he have? He has heavy leather armor. Okay. So this is actual heavy armor. Huh. Armor. Yeah, we're definitely taking this. What's this? Psychic staff. Just a regular one. That one. That goes to cargo. Warmonger boots. Whenever the wearer kills 2 or more enemies with a single attack, the attack doesn't spend all of the wearer's. Okay. And then message from the cache on right cap. Let's see. What does the message say? A harbinger reports. Brother Twilight and his people were unsuccessful. A dangerous enemy, Alessis von Valentius, foiled his plans. The duty is now upon us, our followers, to defeat where Twilight failed. So I assume Twilight is the name of Twilight is like the code name for Vidgard. So that's that. But yeah, let's get ourselves. We'll get ourselves a heavy leather armor. It's definitely not as stylish as the flak armor is, but you know, more armor is more armor. Um, Honestly though, I mean, it does give me armor deflection 1. We'll keep that. I was thinking that maybe it's not worth it considering the dodge penalty, but the armor deflection probably. Whenever the wearer kills 2 or more enemies with a single attack, the attack doesn't spell all the. I think these boots go on to. I think uh, instead we're gonna have that. He's, definitely put the med kit in there back. Genta gets a frag grenade. I'm thinking that maybe we. Because it's not like he gets to cleave a bunch of like. I think he's the one because like he does get cleave and he often like just kills like the little ones. So then he doesn't really have the movement. I think these are still probably better. They're still probably better for him. Speaking of things that are better for him overall, here have some black armor. Got chainmail, which is still worse than this gets added. Who gets this? Whenever the wearer kills 2 or more enemies with a single attack, the attack doesn't. I mean, I guess it's Argenta. Like I guess it's Argenta considering she's like the person who goes out. She does the burst a lot. Most others probably don't kill multiple. Right. That's that.
I always keep my options open.
Definitely. Lock save.
This explorer tool is blessed with multifunctionality.
It can be open to touch.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
I guess that was that was that save. Cultists. Put that. Got off that team. Worry about that. Unlatch the temp. Arm that.
Duty prevails.
This. Agitator screen reads access code required. Probably find the floor Imperium.
Just as I planned.
Markings on this Voxcaster clearly indicate that it belongs to the planetary wardens. But there are visible scratches and traces of blood on them. Okay. I
always get the job done.
You managed to decipher the technical litany. According to it, in order to perform the what was that? According to it, in order to perform the ritual of motive force, you must supply power, make sure the relay is closed, check that the dampener is latched, and the supplementary external relay is shut. Supply must correctly be distributed, and in no case must the flow be reset before the circuit is closed. Sacraments have been laid bare and put on public display. Outsiders should avert their eyes, for it is not for their minds that holy scripture. Yeah. Okay. So let's put here. This Aurora sermon. Up. Updated starport. Heretics believe in the final dawn, a strange event that will soon. Okay. Let's see. It's coming. It's coming. It's drawing ever nearer. Heed the word of Aurora. Abandon all your mundane affairs. Ambition is but dust. Desire is but rust upon the metal of the soul. The final dawn is coming. It will put an end to all worldly vanity. That sounds very Nurgle-ish.
The machine god grants me insight.
Phantom Cloak grants 15% armor against warp damage. Okay. Wants to have 15% down. Maybe. I mean, it makes sense that she'd have armor against warp damage, but on the flip side, it is Adira who genuinely generates warp damage, and she's always going to be warp damaged by herself. Okay, right.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
All here. What did we need to do? Order to force motive force you must supply power. Make sure the relay is closed. Okay, close the relay.
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Right. External relay dampener is latched. Hold on. You must supply power. Make sure the relay is closed. Check that the dampener is latched and supplementary external. So that was
Always
the
keep
relay.
your eye on the prize.
That was the regular relay. Then we need to find. We need to check that the dampener is latched. So unlatching the dampener is not the thing to do. Shut off that steam. Thank you. Need that.
Keep your wits about you.
Oh. Another.
This could be an opportunity.
My Auspex has detected something.
Wow, there's a lot of.
I better myself through my service. The Emperor favors me today.
Wow, that is like a multi-layered, super multi-layered.
The Emperor sets my path.
Like crap.
Cast your eye there. See? Right there. Duty
Damn.
prevails.
They really decided to trap this,
I
like,
better myself through my service.
really decided to trap it, like, trap this thing. Right, save that. There's even more to this. There's more to this, I think. Okay, so hopefully that was all of the traps. So
Let us not dawdle.
Supply of motive force, pulse relay.
Operation successful.
Good here.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Wonderful. Right. Oh, so this just returns us to the. Okay. So this
I
is
always have a backup plan.
where we would have. If we came down, this is where we would have. Rebels, soldiers, and ordinary workers. Everyone perished under the rubble. Right. So. Supply power. Make sure the relay is closed.
I
Relay is
always
definitely
keep my
closed. The
options
dampener
open.
is latched. Supplementary external relay is shut. We need to find the supplementary external relay. That is what. Door. Corridor. Not want to unlatch the dampener. Not what we wish to do. We will enter the code from the found node. Right. Let's see the missive. Heed the words of a harbinger of Aurora. Let it be known to you that the prophesied hour is nigh, and the faithful must triple their efforts. Those who stand in the way of our salvation must be swept away. Let it be revealed to you that the enemy is about to receive reinforcements. Remember the name, Alessis von Valencius. His ship has already entered the system. We should expect this enemy to appear near our position. Whoever rids our comrades of this threat will be granted Aurora's special blessing, a chance to stand at the prophet's side when the hour comes. Vigilant, let the final dawn. Aurora's harbingers wish you to know, comrades, that the Von Valencia ship is heading for the navigator station. We've got time to prepare for a warm welcome for the enemy. The Von Valencia ship has set off for Ricadi Filia. We pray that our comrades there manage to vanquish Aurora's enemy on their own, but you must anticipate the worst and do everything to make sure Von Valencia's path definitely ends on Ricad Marar. Well, they haven't succeeded yet. Go to dispatch. Tell the harbingers we've intercepted a convoy of the governor's underlings who were supposed to meet that one Valencia's bloke. Only one out of the whole company got away, but he's not long for this world. No one's making it to the governor's hole. Not that youngster or the one he's supposed to meet. Our comrades have got their hands on a guard's walkcaster, and these fools have no clue we can hear all their comms. We must know their every movement, and we're going to throw them a fine welcome party. Aurora must have no doubts that we'll do whatever it takes to stop her enemies. Let the final dawn come. That's not great.
Rise
but
to the
I mean,
top,
we
or get left in the dust.
So we managed to at least disrupt their, like, I assume this is the guard blocks that they but we've at least managed to disrupt them being able to listen. That's already we've already closed the relay. That's
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Or Imperium.
Success is the
These
only
enormous
outcome
homing
I
transport must be
accept.
part of the single and much larger mechanism. So, according to it, in order to perform the ritual of the motive force, you must supply power, make sure the relay is closed, check that the dampener is that the supplementary external relay is shut. Supply must be correctly distributed, and in no case must the flow be reset or the circuit. Right, let's try to figure this one out. I still haven't found the external. Relay. I've closed the regular one. We can distribute supply to motive force. We can reset the supply of motive force. We can unlatch a dampener, which is the thing that we should not do. It should remain latched. Is this not the that is not the external relay. Okay. Doesn't look like there's an external relay up here. What if we return to the upper way? Maybe it's up there. Like, it says external, so one would think that maybe it is outside the warehouse itself. Not that we've really seen haven't really seen anything that would be a external relay, I guess, but haven't exactly been looking out for one either. Doesn't immediately say anything about an external relay.
Keep your wits about you.
Here. No. Is that an external relay? Mobile charging. Oh, it's we'll have a look up
Is there
here
money to be made?
just in case we missed it or something. I don't think we did. We did.
I always have a backup plan.
Like these generators. Don't think there's six. Could be. That looks kind of like
I
an
always
external
keep my
relay
options
to me.
open.
That's probably also maybe hard. Anything that says external relay here?
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Well, doesn't look like I've missed an external relay. Does not look like I've missed it. Maybe here? Maybe? Nope. Nope. Okay. Right. Back to the warehouse then. I mean, there are still places in the warehouse that I haven't checked. Like, there's that corridor that goes somewhere. So potentially the external relay could be there, or the relay could be wherever the whole. So we'll figure that out, I think, before we attempt to. We'll search the entire area before we go. Let's return to the upper way, and that goes to.
Rise to the top, or get left in the
And
dust.
then there is here, like this. But well, we might as well get the level up out of the way. So we have an available skill that we can. Commerce, coercion, carouse. Carouse is fine. Get lore Imperium. Get coercion. Coercion is like our weakest sort of. Yeah, I think we'll go with coercion. And then we can increase stat that isn't fellowship. Toughness maybe. Either toughness or strength. Yeah, we'll get some toughness. Do we get toughness or do we get a weapon skill? We've been doing fine with weapons. Weapons. I think we'll go for toughness just to get some tankiness into ourselves. Then we have Abelard. And we have a shitload of choices. Right, where's this? You know what? I think we'll take Hardened Scars, because that seems to happen fairly often, that he's hit while under the influence. So, getting some damage deflections seems reasonable. Anything else could do? Allies affected by brace impact gain 30% cover penetration permanently. I mean, he doesn't really do a lot of shooting. Allows the Navy officer to use aim range weapons in threatened areas. Knocks enemies prone and. Like brace for impact could be really used. Do not falter. All allies affected by brace do not suffer the negative effects of melee superiority for. Right. Suffer only half damage from all. Okay. So it is. I'm like perfect timing. Perfect timing seems to be pretty good. I assume his choice of humanity's finest was toughness. No. You know, everybody. Like getting +5, like giving +5 toughness, like to everyone seems. Defines how easily characters can shrug off injuries, as well as how easily they can resist toxins, poisonous environment, diseases, other physical. Increases chance of resisting negative physical effects and the amount of character's wounds. Bonus point of toughness, character gains 1. Hmm. No heresy, we already have that. Ready to serve. Allies non-damaging ability or affects an ally with such an ability that evolve and increase propulsion. Grenadier, maybe? Hmm. So many choices. So many choices. Uh, Epicenter of Slaughter. Whenever the warrior is attacked, they gain +1 stack of Epicenter of Slaughter until combat. At the start of their turn, the warrior gains +1 temporary wounds for each. These temporary wounds cannot exceed the warrior's toughness. Whenever enemy attacks the warrior's next melee attack against that enemy deals an additional toughness bonus damage. Does not stack, but it can be reactivated. Yeah, seems alright. Has less than 50% wounds. They gain +5 plus tough bonus plus hit chance. Doesn't really need critical hit chance. Deals an additional energy bonus damage to enemies that have no allies in. Wait, what? The warrior deals an additional +1 agility bonus. So in this case, it's like 3, right? Yeah, it's 3. Uh, Enemies that have no allies in adjacent cells. Okay, or thick skin gains. Okay, yeah, we actually just take thick skin. Right. Toughness, strength, weapon skill. We'll give you strength, I think. Idira. Idira. You've got lore warp. We just need the awareness. We don't need tech use. We don't need logic. We don't need lore. Okay. No. Awareness it is. Then she can get willpower. Power question mark. Right. Argenta has a lot more again. Uh, I'll be honest. On the double, max use of running gun when used after entrench. Grants an additional edgy bonus movement. Does full cover against the enemy attacks deals. Okay. Muscle weapon. First hit of each burst attack deals an additional damage equal to the weapon's fire. Trace to no point blank. Integrity. That's the one. One that I was looking at. Let's go with integrity. I want to see how this works. And then we just up the ballistics. Yep, that seemed easy enough. Available skills for like not a lot. Where else you can do equation awareness question mark? Need more awareness? Go with awareness. And then she can buff up and buff up willpower. Go. And then Pascal. Yeah, let's get Lord Xenos. Could get medicated. Doesn't have. I put ballistics there. Do we take Lord Xenos? Just buff the logic. We haven't really come across any Xenos yet. We'll do Lord Xenos. Right, let's go see what's at the end of this corridor. Apparently a door to... Where does this... Oh, so it's... This... Here somewhere. Don't remember. Don't remember. Maybe this goes to the western upper way? Maybe? Maybe? Uncertain. Maybe this goes inside the... Like inside the what looked to be an intact manor. Perhaps. But 100%, but it's not letting me go. Did it bug out, maybe? There's 100%. Oh, there we are. Thank you. Just took a little bit. Okay. Yep, I think this is Upper Way Western. Right? We have not been here at all. There's a blind madman over there. There's a dead warden. A bunch of dead civilians.
Keep your wits about you.
Yeah, so that is it. Yeah, this is the entrance basically that we found. That's it. Western. Line, that woman over there.
We should deal with this.
Oh.
Would
Oh.
you look at that?
Pay attention. The Emperor favors me today.
Booby traps look a lot more professional
Duty prevails.
than the ones rigged by.
I better myself through my service. Never doubt me.
I think these traps were laid by.
Duty
The Whispers
prevails.
told me a secret.
Join me in prayer. I better myself through my service.
Right. Yeah, this looks like those traps look a lot more professional than the cultists. Clearly oblivious to your presence, Sultan Martin. It's not real. Wish we could help him. Maybe? Right. Abelard.
What advice do you seek?
Thought as much, but you know.
Data meditation is terminated.
Worth a try, I guess.
Is there money to be made?
Right.
Attention to detail is the key to success.
That woman that has ancient Terra Monaco, whereas Lore Imperium tests depend on fellowship instead of intelligence. Okay, that's nice. I mean, this. I guess if we ever run into Lore Imperium, I'll out. Sense. Okay.
I always keep
Not
my
sure
options
why.
open.
A random riffraff on the street this, but I'll question it now. Well, I'm already questioning it. It's too late for that. Will not look a gift horse in the mouth, I guess.
Always keep your eye on the price.
That bunch of rebels, some captives. Okay. We'll come back to this.
Let us not dawdle.
We'll come back to this. We'll go to the lower level. Go back down there. We'll try to figure out whether we already have all that we need to the motive force thing. Thing is that technology, when used incorrectly, generally speaking, has often very explosive
Keep your
results.
wits about you.
We still have the what was it? He said supply. Circuit is broken. Looks like you will quite everything. Save here, just in case this goes horribly far.
The machine gun grants me insight.
Okay, nothing happens. What about there?
Operation successful.
No. Okay. We can't yet do that.
Is there money to be made?
Need to come back to the power to cut.
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Okay. Already question mark? No one.
I always keep my options open.
So we powered the cogitator. Close the relay. Come on now.
The machine gun grants me
Nothing
insight.
happened.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Nothing happened.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Okay. Right. It's like I don't want to unlatch the dampener because it says to not do that. We've closed the relay, right?
This explorator
Rise to
is
the top.
blessed
or
with
Okay,
they'll leave you in dust.
Let's go to the sewers. Maybe that's because the one thing that we haven't done is we still haven't found the external relay. So maybe sewers.
Let us not dawdle.
Down.
The machine gun grants me insight.
Right. Sewers. From the upper way to the sewers. Going to be waiting in the muck and filth. I would also imagine that the sewers is probably going to hide some amount of cultists. Because that's generally where found under high.
Keep your wits about you.
Voices belonging to many resident lower levels merchants is unnerving and oppressive. Have anything left? No. Keys?
Do you see that?
Oh. That?
The premonition runs true.
Feel a slight prickling since they attack it. Barrier between the worlds. Barrier between the worlds has grown so thin here that that's not good. Fucking flow of murky liquid comes from higher levels of nature. Okay.
I always have a backup plan.
I think
Let us see what I found.
Over.
we'll build. Sewers, probably not the correct place to be for us, and that we have not
Always
yet
keep your
seen
eye on the prize.
anything about the external relay that we find. Let's not go down. Okay, as expected, the chaos taint and the cult is very strong in the sewers. So we'll attempt to, like, I assume that the Governorial Palace
Is there money to
on
be made?
Is like on the western side. So we're going to. I mean, they seem to be having some kind of, like, they seem to, like, either they're just gathered there, or they have some kind of a blockade going on. I mean, they have captives on them, and I'd rather save them. Because who knows, maybe the captives can actually tell us some useful information. Um, so I think that's what we're gonna do then. Is we're gonna attempt to bust our way through, on the assumption that the Governorial Palace is the other side, or at least some of his forces, if not the HQ. We're gonna go and look for. Um, but I think I am gonna go to the bathroom real quick. This loading screen seems to take a little bit longer than normal, so I will be right back. Right. Let's go.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Let's go see Some 10 people, children among them, are huddling together in fear. You see that half of them have black holes where their eyes used to be. Some maintain a gloomy silence, others are wailing. Several armed insurgents are carefully watching over the terrified hostages, snapping every now and then at someone for shaking too much or crying too loud. Come to your senses, Errol. Look what you're doing to your own family. A woman of about 60, gray-haired but still strong, is kneeling before a stocky man with a thick, pure white beard, stretching. Take pity on us. Let us go. Stop talking and embrace redemption. Our children have gained true sight while you still believe the lie. While seeing you, the man points his weapon at the other insurgents. Who are you and why are you here? No, you tell me. Who are you and what are you doing to these unfortunates? I'm the chief. My former name, Harold, is meaningless now. I'm a father leading his family to deliverance from woes, to salvation. Aurora has opened my eyes to the truth. My children will see it. Harold, spare us. Spare your children. His mind and soul are pierced by shards of a colorful deception, hues once twisted by despair. The Materian's influence can never be the same again. The skull's vox hisses furiously. Layperson, cognition is not your primary function. You are saving your kin by holding them at gunpoint and believe that burning their eyes will grant them sight. It is evident that the author of the demagogic teaching that confused you meant to make a mockery of your deplorable intellect. Abelard's face turns a deep red. Cast your children into the thrall of heresy. Drown your progeny in this filth with your own hand. Are all these people your family? All of my adopted and blood children are here. I raised them all as my own. And now I must protect them. Help them see. What are you trying to save them from and who's behind all this? At Aurora's behest. Aurora is a great prophet and a great warrior. Their face is shrouded, but their gaze pierces the veil of time and sees into the future. I always knew the governor's dogs were hiding the truth from us, and now the day has come. The prophet has come to Recod Minoris and opened our eyes. The end of the world is coming, the final dawn, and only those who accept Aurora's truth will survive it. Right. What you're doing is no salvation. Stop taking your fear out on the innocent. It will neither ease your suffering, nor rid you of fear. But all I wanted was to save. What happens to us now? Unfortunately, I think we're gonna go with dogmatic here. Like, I like being iconoclastic. But I don't think we can't. Somebody who's that deep into it, we can't. Your family will be taken care of. As for you, I condemn you to death. The old man's body falls to the ground. As soon as the hostages see it, they start moving faster and soon disappear around the bend. Okay, everyone literally just left. and that's another level.
And your pain won't stop me.
Their pain won't stop me. Ooh, that is a bolt pistol and a couple of.
I always
What is
keep my
shooting?
options open.
What is shooting me? Oh, so that. Oh, there's like a. Okay. Fair enough. Triple flag.
Never doubt me.
Okay. All right. Well. One heretic is dead. Rest of the family survives. Right. And we gained another level. Whippy. Right. Commanding voice. I think commanding voice is probably uses a heroic act that ally can temper wounds of their 10% of their maximum. Resolve. Officer's resolve is increased by 3. Actually, we are wearing heavy armor now. We are going to have Steel of the Forge. Right. Weapon skill. Right. So then we can reckless. Yeah, I think we're taking taunting scream. Dueling mastery, probably pretty decent, and 15% chance to anything else. Yeah, I think perfect timing. Like it doesn't really affect Abelard that much, perfect timing, but I think like the 30% cover penetration for all allies that are affected by it seems pretty good. We take, but it's either that or dueling mastery. Hmm. Dueling mastery just works so well with the whole taunting scream idea. But yeah, I think we're taking dueling mastery. Then we have a lot of choice for Rhaenyra. I think we take aftershock. The thing is that she isn't doing a lot of damage with mind stuff now. Fatebringer, all allies under the effect of at least one psychic arcane armor penetration. Fatebringer, probably. At the beginning of every combat, the psychics gain first critical hit. She already has Nimble, right? Already has Nimble. No, she doesn't have Nimble. Yeah, I think we just take Nimble. Right. No. Tech use. That's already kind of covered. Logic is kind of covered. Medicaid, no. Or Imperium, question mark? Or Imperium, maybe? Not a lot of choices here. Tech use, logic, Medicaid. It is essential to detect and cure injuries the character suffers in combat. It also increases the number of wounds restored by medkits and allows the use of higher quality medkits. This high Medicaid value also assists injuries problems. Like she's not capable of or Imperium. Maybe? Let's go with logic. Yeah, we'll go with Medicaid. that seems like one of the least ever useful choices. We cold shot gives a sign that they're about to open fire. Soldier and their allies will automatically dodge the soldier's next attack. Okay, concentrated fire. Ranged area attacks made by the soldier deal 50 plus 10 times ballistic skill bonus percentage damage. It has an additional dodge reduction. Rapid fire. Soldier's next burst attack will have its rate of fire doubled but deal 25 rest. All the shots will follow random trajectories. Only works with weapons capable of force. Dash. Immediately dashes in selected direction, spending all their movement points. Not provoke attacks of opportunity. Allows the soldier to dash through allies and enemies, but not the opposite. I think dash is probably what we're going to pick because, like, she has gotten tagged a couple of times in melee, and, like, she's just way better when she isn't. Right. What are we putting? Like, you can't put it into demolition. Could put it into Medicaid. Could put it into Lore Imperium. I think we put it into Lore Imperium. No. What about awareness? Awareness seems kind of pointless. Athletics seems kind of pointless. You could it's either Medicaid or Lore Imperium. Awareness. Punch's ability to react. Awareness allows characters to notice traps. We'll put it to. No, she's actually, like, she can actually use the Medicaid. So we'll put it onto Medicaid for her. Right. Cassia, has a lot of skill resolve. Focus. Uses an ability on an ally. That ally gains a bonus to their perception and ballistic skill equal to fellow. A lot of martyrs uses the heroic at all allies. That ally gains improved wound. Personal oversight. Whenever the officer targets an ally with an action, that allies results. Iron discipline. Like, iron discipline is pretty good considering she's gonna go heavy into willpower anyway. Like, willpower point 2 times willpower point, like plus 12 is pretty dope. Real question is anything. Oh, sure. God of Souls, including extra turns with 3 additional movement points. First ally targeted by each with a single target, same amount. Okay, protection. Allies that are targeted by Navigator's power gain 10 armor. This armor, okay. Natural allure, +5 an additional for my protection. Gain 5 to all resistance tests. Oh, there's like one. Until the end of combat, enemies damaged by the Navigator suffer an additional perception bonus dash. All attacks over it can't dodge. Threats of whenever an enemy fails against the Navigator Peril's ways, enemies moved by the nope. Strange Vitality. I think that's yeah. We'll take Strange Vitality. Take Navigator use Navigator ability. Val degradation is reduced by 1. Could take that. Pass on Skate. If the Navigator's perception is higher than their agility, their dodge is calculated on that. Yeah, we could take that. Enemies affected by Navigator ability. Time whenever creature extra turn, Navigator gets stacking 5 plus bonus to willpower. That's your time seems pretty good. Ebb and flow. Force untraveled. Navigator part that hasn't been used. Perception. Navigator gains an additional action point. Every odd turn they gain perception. Path powers. +1 additional damage. Is it strange? It's either strange vitality or, I mean, stable roots is nice, but think pass on scathe. Heals at the beginning of every turn and gains +1 additional for every healing increased by. Yeah, I think we're just taking strange vitality. Right. Willpower. We could probably just gonna put it Perception. And then I'll no, oh right. Um Skull. What improved tactics, ballistics calculation. Attacks a target affected by an exploit from a distance. 8. Out of the upper line. Ow! I mean, uncanny sight seems pretty good. Right? What? Uh, joint offense. Operatives in intelligence bonus hit chance critical. Continues. Full, maybe? Critical weapon. Ours. Acceleration program. Intelligence bonus, movement speed, and successful melee attack right. Aiming protocols. List 3 times the intelligence bonus to ballistic skill, and 10 plus 2 plus 2 dodge reduction. Scanning. Pascal's not apply the much. Enemies. Exposing ability. Pascal's attacks and effects of the exposed weakness ability gain bonuses against enemies under the effects of machine. As if those enemies had effects back. Okay, filtering protocol. Pascal uses plasma or melta gains. Okay. Gain spirit scan. Applies all effective unit order overcharge. Addiction. Utility mechanism. Equipped with all kinds of increases tech use and demolition by 10. Goods. Increases perception by 10. Manipulator Megadendrite attacks enemies in close combat, pushing them up, falls away, and deals. Weapon skill plus initiative bonus. Attack has 5 times tech trees. 5 times tech trees perception bonus. Melee attacks deal an additional that much damage. Gains free reduction with enemy dodges or parries. Okay. I think we'll just take the ability mechanism. Right. Then we have question of what are we? We've upped Lord Xeno, so that's. I think we're just gonna up his logic. All right. Fun. This is right.
Keep your wits about you.
I am glad that we managed to deal with the hostage situation.
Let us not dawdle.
That is door defense. Okay. Dead end.
I always have a backup plan.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
Good.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Goods in the stall are in stark contrast to the rest of the nearby. Cars are like all-purpose synth powder. Fill you fills you up no matter what. Made in Necromunda's best factory.
I always keep my options open.
Right. Let's go to the command center then.
Keep your wits about you.
Did actually get Starport. Rebels talking raptures about Aurora, mysterious leader of the rebellion. We have a lot of useful information, I guess.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Let's go in there. Hopefully, this isn't an immediate like I don't know you and try to shoot me sort of thing. All right, we have reached the command center.
Is there money to be made?
I'm scrabbling around, digging into it. Governor's bodyguard, acolyte. Heavy chains are used to adjust the height of. Right.
I always have a backup plan.
Let's save right here. Governor Medina. And tech priest Quartz Gray. Painfully thin tech priest turns sharply towards you. Sudden movement makes his chromed augmetics briefly quiet. Gray eyes set under furrowed brows almost blend into the pale skin of his face, and he levels with heavy, dark stare. Identification. Unit. Lodges Quartz Crane. Official trade representative of the Explorator Cognizance. The unit supervises supply routes in the Rykat system, ensures the security of the combat arsenal, performs commercial transactions, and secures mutually beneficial. Tech priest notices Pascal, his eyes widen. His Vox unit immediately lets out a string of screeching Benhara, a tortuously long tirade in which the volume rises and falls seemingly at random. When it's finally over, the Omnissiah's servant bows his head deaf. Unit Quartz Crane requests permission to transfer information. The rogue trader possesses a supreme degree of power, potential to influence the current leadership, ability to restore order in Rykat system. Cal, what was that? A detailed complaint. I recommend you consider Unit Quartz Crane's request to transfer information. Permission to transfer information granted. What do you wish to tell me? Tech priest says sharply and curtly. Haphazard and careless decisions on the part of the Rykad Minoris governor have led to unacceptable consequences. Communication with the Adeptus Mechanicus Sanctum has been lost. Troops must be sent to the hallowed electrodynamic cenobium without delay. Restoring communications with the Electro Priests and ensuring the Sanctum's security are our top priority. You are the head of a rogue trader trust. Your position enables you to exert influence and pressure on the subjects of the Imperium. Unit Quartz Crane requests assistance. The actions of Governor Faisal Raikadi Abamedine of Caronis must be influenced. Demand that troops be sent to the Holy Monastery of the Adeptus. I observe that this world's authorities lack diligence in the performance of their duties. This statement is true. United in their denunciations and brimming with righteous criticism, the pair in red exchange no. Alright, I will discuss it with the governor. Is grateful. Rogue Trader is highly likely to successfully influence the future actions of the local authority. Yes. You're an explorator, aren't you? What are you doing here? Retrieving archived data. Over 70 Terran years ago, the governor of Rykad Minoris and authorized representatives of the Explorator Cognizance fleet made an agreement. Its goal was mutual benefit through cooperation. Unit Lodges Quartz Crane is the fleet's appointed trade agent. The unit is responsible for maintenance of the arsenal and the combat machinery. Blessed are the armorers, for there can be no Imperium without them. Blessed are the valiant warriors, for there is no end to the darkness without them. Omnissiah's service exchange sword binary mantras filled with intimidating solemnity. What is the Cognizance fleet doing in the Rykat system? Cognizance Fleet's presence in the Rycat system is negligible. Its research archives in the system have been concluded. Its research activities in the system have been. A limited presence is maintained for the purposes of logistical support. Fulfillment of vows to maintain the omniscience creation. Spiritual overlord. Show me your arsenal. I accept the commercial transaction. Right. So, profit factor is a measure of your status, wealth, and power as a rogue trader. Its value is determined by your trade connections, income of your holdings, treasury, and loans both to and from you. Value of your profit factor is displayed in the bottom right corner of the image. While traveling, your character will use profit factor for buying items and completing colonial projects. Profit factor is not spent on purchases and transactions. Instead, its level determines your ability to conclude trade transactions. Profit factor can grow or diminish. Growth is primarily influenced by major trade deals, and it's decreased by investment in equipment, weapons, and other items can be found at vendors of various factions throughout the current event. To trade with them, profit factor and reputation are required. They're not spent on purchases, but their level, one or both at once, affect the range of goods available. Reputation is a measure of the rogue trader's relations with different factions of the Chronos. The higher the reputation with a factor, the wider the range of goods available to increase your reputation, complete their orders, and transfer valuable cargo. Right, so we have an analyst helmet. Where the wearer kills a target with an exploit using a single or dead-eye shot. The nearest enemy immediately gains. Not good. Multi-key times 5 is pretty dope. Right. Let's armor, miscellaneous, ranged weapon, miscellaneous, ranged weapon. Yes. We'll keep them all. Fuel, armor, fuel. Weapon. Armor, ranged weapon. Sure looking. Let's trade that in. So now we have access to second level stabilizing bracers. Uses run and gun. They gain agility bonus, have bonus damage. Ice. Like, definitely want this modified bolter. Modified bolter. Wonder. I mean, we're not gonna take this, but like, wonder if that's better than bolter does 9 to 14, and then modified bolter 12. Psychic body glove. What's this? Character wearing this armor will dodge 10% of the average. This armor reduces incoming damage. Wearer ignores the first critical hit damage in combat. Base armor property. Plus 3 times your psi rating dodge if the wearer's willpower is more. Psychic body glove seems pretty swell, I'll be honest. As for the reputation, let's throw it to let's make it we're at reputation 2. What does that get? That gives us a plasma pistol. That actually gets us access to a plasma pistol. We're not taking it now, but like first aid manual. Using any medkit costs 1 AP level. 1 gas cloud grenade, needle ring. Ring weapon that fires a single sliver needle coated with viral toxin. Can only be used close for combat. Next deal damage. Modified last gun. Aeromite Stormtrooper Careful. Yeah, that's metronome. The wearer didn't spend movement points during their turn. They gain plus. Oh, okay. Okay, very nice stuff. We literally just don't have enough. Um, I'm thinking, mm, like, it's not like we need the psychic body glove. It's nice to have it available, and like the third level is like, that's enough trading for now, I think. Right. Let's talk to Governor Medina. A tall, dark-skinned man turns towards you and greets you in a curt military manner. Faisal Ricadi of Medina of Corons, Governor of the Star System. Welcome to my temper headquarters. Man's gaze full of Versarian. Governor Medina, my greetings. Expression changes when he sees Cass. Lady Navigator, what an honor! I never thought that House Arcelio would grace our world with a visit. I only wish I could have received you under different circumstances. Cassia purses her lips, and an echo of grief knocks the wind out of those present. House Arcelio is grateful for the support that you have provided to Urak 5 these many years. I'm not seeing the convoy I'd sent to meet you. What happened? They failed to find you and escort you? I promise their punishment will be swift and severe. Convoy was ambushed and massacred. The only surviving soldier turned out to be a traitor and was personally executed by me. That is an outrage. I will have the personnel vetting procedure changed immediately. Slightest suspicion will be grounds for arrest. Your Lordship, before we proceed with discussing the matters that are of interest to you, there is a question I feel compelled to ask. It was only recently that Lady Theodora was the head of House Valon. I received no word of her demise. How is it that you are now the rogue traitor? Right, my esteemed predecessor died at the hands of cultists. May the Emperor incinerate their souls. Rogue traitor von Valencia, slain. Unthinkable. Please accept my deepest and most sincere condolences, Your Lordship. Do not hesitate to let me know how I might be of help. I realize that you yourselves are in a difficult situation, but my crew has sustained heavy losses. I must replace my missing crewmen. My ship's crew has suffered heavy losses. I wish to secure replacement on Rycat and Taurus. I need fresh crew to replace those killed in, and I need material compensation. What? Why are we asking material compensation from the... Huh? Huh? I don't get that. Like, it just feels wrong trying to, like, get material compensation off of him in his current situation. I realize that you yourselves are in a difficult situation. My crew has sustained heavy losses. I must replace my missing crewmen. I can offer you several thousand fine, obedient servants. However, I'm sad to inform you that I won't be able to do it until we've dealt with the insurgency on the planet. I assure you won't have to wait long. The rabble will soon be duly punished for their hereticals. I wish to commend the courage of one of your officers, Sergeant Malgar. He and his soldiers valiantly defend the starport. Sergeant who managed to impress a person of such noble standing will be recommended for decoration. Right. My kinsman, Conrad Voigtgir von Valencius, has betrayed our dynasty and the Imperium. If he is hiding in this system, I want him handed over to me. Voigtgir is a traitor? Why, any family, however noble, has an unworthy scion or two. Naturally, we will surrender him should we find him within my jurisdiction. Unfortunately, I have no information regarding his location. However, we have a cogitator here at the command center. It's connected to a data crypt from Logis Abel Sanctum. It aggregates all the Lex Mechanic reports. Lex Mechanic? Low rank. Okay. Unfortunately, the access prayer for it is unknown to me. If you manage to convince the stubborn machine, you might learn something about Conrad's movements. I'd hazard he fled from you on a ship, not on a pair of wings. Right. Tech Priest Quartz Crane claims you have not been doing enough to ensure the safety of the Adeptus Mechanicus Monastery. Of course he does. That Tech Priest is very insistent. I ordered a squad to be dispatched to the Holy Cenobium of the Adeptus Mechanicus. They haven't been heard from yet. I'm afraid this is all I can do under the present circumstances. I don't have a single soldier to spare here in the capital. Heinrich von Kellogg's, an interrogator of the Most Holy Inquisition, is operating in your system. You know where he is. I do. Master Van Kallax has left for the hallowed electrodynamic Cenobium, an ancient monastery of the Adeptus Mechanicus. I don't know what his objectives are. Needless to say, insurgent activity has been observed in the monastery's vicinity, but I suppose that's too petty of a problem for an agent of the Most Holy Inquisition. Besides, I have already sent a small detachment of reinforcements. The weapon the insurgents were using to shoot down shuttles over the city has been destroyed. Now, nothing is preventing you from returning to your ship. If you wish to find Master Van Kallax, you should go to the Cenobium of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Notes of anxiety creep into the voice that rattles from Pascal's voice. On behalf of the priesthood of Mars, I, Magus Herneman, am officially initiating my participation in the operation. I must inspect the state of the relic and assure myself that it is under zero risk of falling into heretic hands. According to the Catechism of Maintenance and Operation, my tech comrades were supposed to lock the monastery gates against lay people and activate the traps. I deem it optimal that an ordained magus should provide his assistance. I categorically object. As much as I respect the sanctity of your monastery, I have on my hands the whole capital that needs to be attended by the omniscience servant. We have lost many eminent tech priests. Incidentally, one of them perished in that same monastery. Mechanical failures could occur at any moment. Putting it bluntly, you may consider yourself forcibly recruited into the city's defense force. Glare at each other, their unyielding gaze. You have picked an interesting time to quarrel with this Magus is part of my retinue. You have no right to give him orders. Mistake me for a fool. I know that he arrived separately from you, and I would bet my life that no... So this is the negotiation you have... No, but this could be your last. Pascal's voice is akin to the sound of producer. Steady, calm. I'm heading to the monastery because I must. Is that clear? It would be my pleasure to assist the Omnissiah servant in reaching the sanctuary. Thank you for your cooperation, your lordship. As compensation for your consideration of my request, I, Magus Hanneman, officially undertake to accompany you in the Rykat system in the role of bodyguard and to protect you at all costs until your life's functions cease, only within the limits of the Rykat. You're Hanneman? Glad you're alive. I wish to know more about the monastery. The Cenobium has been run by the Adeptus Mechanicus ever since the colony was founded. The sacred reactor guarded by its priest powers the entire planet. I can say no more. It is a forbidden place that even I have only been allowed to visit once before. Why not shell the monastery? That is the dumbest question that I could ask, so I'm not going to ask that. Pascal, what is so special about the Cenobium and the relic? What is in there that has drawn the attention of an interrogator of the Inquisition? I have never been there before, but I would presume that the sacred relic of the reactor is capable of great destruction should it end up in heretic hands. Fury of the freed machine spirit, once released from the sacred circuit, will destroy everything around them. The degree of damage inflicted may render the world of Rakad Manoris uninhabitable. Heresy must be purged from those blessed halls. I declare any desecrator who defiles the relic's power a Category 3 blasphemer deserving of immediate execution. What has perplexed you about my companion's name? According to the reports we've received, Lodge's Abel Hanneman set off for the hallowed electron a short while before it was stormed. I'm glad to find out that you're safe. Perhaps you possess information on Master Van Kallax? Pascal's voice harassing. My name is Pascal Hanneman, not Abel. I know nothing about such a person. What do you know about this Abel, Governor? I've never met him in person. That esteemed logist supervised the work of Rykad Manaris' Lex Mechanics for many years. However, he rarely left his cyber chapel, and I never had the honor of making his acquaintance. True anchorite. Why did he fly to the monastery? That seems suspicious. When a logist of the Adeptus Mechanicus wants to go somewhere, we don't ask why, your lordship. There. Where can I get more information on this individual? I would have suggested that you inspect his esteemed lodge's sanctum, but it was destroyed by the rebels. We recovered several data crypts and connected them to the cogitators at the command. They might provide you with some information. It is amazing that a mechanical voice from a vox can sound so confused. That name might have been used as a signal intelligible only to its intended recipient. In that case, its bearer might be Archmagus Amar, initiating an investigation and data collection. Kira tenses up, listens, turns around sharply. I can hear my friend Snide whispers through the door. Be careful on your search, Magos. If you stare into a shattered mirror for too long, you might see yourself in every shard at once. Bending it is that much more of a tainted affair than a new reflection is death. Glad to be of service, your lord. Are you so confident that you will crush the insurrection soon? My own impression has been the exact opposite. Is that so? I'd like to hear your reason. Rioters are too well informed, too well armed. There are signs of indoctrination into heretical beliefs. They're clearly being directed by someone competent in government. You're dealing with an arch enemy cult that's growing at alarming. Inherited by a certain prophet who, according to this, scores of grace people, scorched by Sark, insurgents, so on. The insurgents managed to steal a vox caster. They've been listening to your people's communication. Not much, but it is something. I will order an audit of our equipment and see to it that our communication channels are more closely monitored going forward. However, it was only the accidental success of an otherwise disorganized mob of heretics, no understanding of the art of war. The insurgents are using the arch enemy's artifacts, enchanted lenses, to perform unholy sorcery. I've heard about these lenses. What makes you think they're enchanted? Any fool can light a fire with a magnifying glass. That's no sorcery. The rioters are too well organized, too well informed, too well armed. There are signs of indoctrination into heretical beliefs. They're clearly being directed by someone competent and charismatic. Governor, you're dealing with an arch-enemy cult that is growing at an alarming rate. Alright. Perhaps I've underestimated the mutiny, writing it off as the rebels' usual nonsense. However, if it does involve corruption and underground cult, this needs to be investigated. I'll assign additional resources to it and take this issue seriously. You have my word, your lordship. Wonderful. Combat arsenal transferred to the command center. I wonder, do you know anything about the tech priest Abel Hahnemann? It has had no previous communication with unit Abel Hahnemann. The memory sector contains other data related to the story. Various resources and data storage devices of interest have been extracted by the standing army of Rykad Manurs for preservation purposes. The command center currently hosts a cogitator. Yielded cogitators. Show me your answer. They update that, I wonder? I was like full combat thing updated, and I was like, maybe. Alright, so that is the cogitator. I'm glad that we managed to make the governor see reason. This cogitator looks a lot older and more worn than the ones next to it. However, it has evidently been well cared for. Numerous parts have been replaced, not a single key is jammed, and fresh seals with prayers to the Omnissiah adorn its surface. One of the side panels has been removed. Bundles of gold-notched cables run from all data cryptos. We will force access to the cogitator. Nope, not leave. You have bypassed the security. The cogitator is ready to reveal its secret. Right. Pascal leans forward and runs his finger over the Agitator screen blinks in response to but I appeal to the machine spirit to open Lodge's Abel's personal archives as well. It has accepted my right. Go to Lodge's private archive. I cannot see the secret design, but I can sense it, shackled in stasis. The minds of the initiated are slumbering in the neural harness of their vows. I'm registering an impulse of change. I surmise a potential influence on the stasis of the secret design. There came a time when the spiral was turned into a circle, but the cycle can be discontinued. The revelation granted by the Omnissiah to Lodges Abel in the course of his data meditation has been recorded verbatim. Lodges Abel is seeking an audience with the Venerable Dar Ilmpuls VI, who may assist in interpreting the revelation. A request has been sent to the governor's palace for a shuttle flight to Electrodynamics Zenobia. A message has also been sent to Furibundus. The cycle can be discontinued. I recognize the words. It's because you said something very similar when we met. The voice from the box is soft, tense, and barely audible over this time. I believe I know the intended recipient of the message in the Furibundus system. It was me. Omnissiah, grant me the wisdom to fathom this mystery. Go to Sacred Computation 7825M. Upon Lodges Abel's orders, the archives of every augur station on Rykad Minoris and the two primary satellites of Rykad Star have been queried. Said satellites are named Magus Maruf and Zaphirath the Keen, after two great champions of faith, whose external cogitators were placed inside the satellite's cores after their shells perished. The purpose of the sacred computation requested by the Lodges is to uncover the external influence behind the ongoing insurgency. Computation result positive. Multiple instances of interference and malfunction detected, suggesting that the ships moving across the system deliberately blinded the sacred augur's eyes. The first of these ships is thought to have arrived 2 Rykadid Minaris cycles ago, early in the winter. The most recent one arrived a month ago. Lodges Abel's conclusion. The insurrection on the planet had been a long time in the making, with the participation of external actors. It is alleged that 2 cycles ago, Aurora arrived in the Rykad system, rumored unholy prophet of the insurgents. The subsequent ship movements can be attributed to weapon deliveries, but what is the nature of their activity near Rykad affiliate? Governor Menet attention must be drawn to entry cutscene. Recent observation. Satellite Magus Maruf reports that the ship's signal has been broadcast throughout the system. Its signature, right. The satellite Zaphirath the Keen reports that a ship drifting nearby has hurriedly sped away. The ship had sent an encrypted vox transmission to the insurgent-controlled areas of the surface of Rykad Minoris. Another transmission was directed to planetoid Bricati Philia. Both transmissions were signed Brother Twilight. Their contents could not be determined. Okay, so our traitorous brethren has go to be investigated. The entry contains planet-side coordinates marked as heavy augur station jamming, possibly a hidden insurgency. Right. So, right. Head to the monastery. Looking for trouble. Right. Request and response. According to Pascal Hahneman's argument, currently using pseudonym Abel Hahnemann. Hallowed, yeah. Okay. We need new blood. We have defective servitors, and we have Fall of the Edge. Rumors. We have an unidentified void ship. Okay. King. I think we're done here.
I always keep my options open.
Real question is Upperware return. Orbital shells for large caliber. These are like orbital defense. Right. Do we return to Void Ship? Is that what we do? No. No, I think we we're gonna figure out what's happening in the sewers. Like, we're gonna clear out the sewers, uh, and then we can return to the void ship, and then we'll go to the Cenobium.
Keep your wits about you.
Whatever that distorted voice was, it doesn't sound very good. Right. I wonder if Aurora is the like the last. I wonder
Let us not dawdle.
or what if
Is there money to be made?
like it has to be done, right? It has to be like the external relay.
Operation successful.
Relays are closed. Has to be the external relay has to be down here in the zone. Or otherwise I'm just completely
I always have a backup plan.
must be good.
Stop.
I always
There.
keep my options open.
Oh,
The auditory hallucination problem troubling this unit can be rectified.
Let me guess. It involves the drill on your mechadendrite? There's no need, really. My burden suddenly doesn't seem so heavy.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Attention to detail is the key to success.
anti-person helmet.
The Emperor favors me today.
Why is there an all the things an anti-person helmet?
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Nothing escapes my sight.
My success is an irrefutable
Blessed Cape.
certainty.
Increase melee attack damage against demon enemies by +2. Where has the dogmatic conviction the damage is increased? Alright, that's or, don't think we're gonna be facing gonna assume you're dogmatic, right? Cal? Cal, my man. Yep, he's super. Cal gets that then. He's way better in melee than our good. We'll.
Keep
I mean,
your wits about you.
we haven't really been using him much
I'm still new to the art of exploring.
The Whispers told me how.
I will exterminate
Oh!
every last one of you.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I literally just said that it's not like we're gonna we probably won't be. We probably won't be facing demons anytime soon, and here we are. Okay. Oh boy, Herald of Siege. Okay. Okay, right. Argenta. Over there. Cassia. Over there. Kira. What? I'm fine where I am. Abelard. Abelard gets Cal, you go there. Right. Okay, so the Underhivers are on our side, question mark? What's this? What are we afflicted by? Okay. So, I mean, we have crippled leg, we have seasoned horrors of the war. What is this? Target suffers -5 to weapon skill, ballistic skill, willpower, strength, and -1 resolve for difficulty level of the demon. Okay. Only for Jesus Christ. Okay. Right. She's a thing. Got it. Right. Oh man, am I glad that we yeah.
Who if not me?
Am I glad that am I glad that I put the cape on, I guess, on right. What is the Herald of Zine's gonna do? He's gonna run all the way over there. And he's gonna turn the Underhive Rabble again. And he dashes. Gets smashed by an axe for 10. Okay, so that's what he does. What's Underhive Rabble? Mental manipulation, permanent. Okay. They are permanent. Not cool. Not cool at all.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Alright, Pascal gets that. Pascal.
Running binary.
Oh, that. Jesus Christ, man. Okay.
Request approved.
Jesus Christ, what is. Okay. Right, and. Swing it. Oh, wait, come on. I mean, it's better to swing at him than it is to try, like. Okay. Right. Okay, so the rest of the Underhive Rabble is, like, on our side, because, you know, Demon and that, but... Oh, boy. Right. Dash. Right, and don't take attack of opportunity. Going then. Just...
Doubt is for the weak. That is not when I need you to be missing.
That is not where I need you to be missing.
Guided by faith.
Hey. Please don't hit Cassia.
Too much for me.
Oh no. Damn it!
Formation's broken. The scriptural prognosis is favorable. My vow is to serve.
Got a weakness.
Running binaric override. Heavy is the tread of his faithful. Request.
Okay, right. Warning. That on.
On it. But of course.
How dare you strike at the Emperor's faithful?
That is not the miss. That is not a miss that I wanted. Anytime the servant detects target node, that's damage. Turn the servant in. Cow.
Don't let your guard down.
There. Abelard.
It's as good as done.
And he teleports away. God damn it. Okay, okay, this. Great. Why can I not?
Use.
Okay, I can use that. On.
On it.
Great. Okay.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. I will do like you reduce to dust. At your back and forth. It will be done. At your beck and call.
Okay. Bunch of under rabble are just shanking the Herald of Zeke. Okay,
Escape the Emperor's judgment. I'll do it.
there. Okay. Get up with that rabble. Okay, now what?
As the tactical narrative dictates, this shutdown is premature.
Shutdown is
Injuries will not
premature.
slow me.
Oh. Okay. Counter.
My vow is to serve.
Enemy.
Running my narrative override.
Oh, that weakness. Hey, well done, Pascal. Kira. Right.
There is movement in the Imperial.
Well, degrade 1 second. Deeper into the park. Beginning of combat. We're not gonna do anything that would. Here's our
Was that not an unfortunate turn?
Who, if not me? I'll see to it personally.
Game
It's as good as done.
down.
Will do.
High momentum.
Where is? Wonder where that's. Like he's gonna pop at least. Like he's gonna teleport at least once. Real question is where is it? We don't have an answer. I think Abelard.
Is at the fort.
Abelard definitely can. Wonder if this is fun. Nope. Charge there. Sure.
It will be done.
There.
We'll rule the stars themselves. I've seen worse battles than this in my time. One fewer target.
Oh.
Victory is imminent.
Not get anywhere. Damn it. Not one.
It will be done.
Yes, been okay, so mind, I thought he teleported. Not. Throwing attention to himself. Good. Right.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
We are running and gunning. Then we.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone! Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act.
No. This.
I'll do it. That. Oh.
Exploit is now forward.
Forward.
Request approved.
Of that weakness. Here.
Ill Messiah. Comprehend full.
Good shot.
Cover me! On it.
Not
But of course.
missed. 95% chance, and a miss is what we get. Okay. Skill right, Avalon. Up. And put down. Oh, okay. Ignore cover. Okay, what's the man? We'll ignore the enemy dodge.
On it.
Anything else?
Another miss! Really? Really? Ah.
I'll see to it personally.
Indeed. I will do like you.
Parried.
It will be done.
And he gets parried.
Victory is imminent.
Doubt is for the weak. Faith without deeds is worth eradicated. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Running binary override.
Uh,
A scriptural problem.
smash him. Jesus.
Running binary override.
Was that you? Or... Onyx?
Come on. Hey! We actually hit this time.
Anything else?
I don't need luck. I have strategy. I'll make it happen.
And, no idea.
But of course.
There we go. And then that rabble ate them.
It will be done. Refuse to... On to a target. Indeed.
And arrow.
Strike is approved.
Ah.
I'll do it.
Done. Rebel.
Doubt is for the weak. I'll do it.
Right, Pascal.
Advancing.
Oh, really? Hit me.
Request. Desire. Request approved.
Analysis, and then rejected flesh. Targets with rejected flesh features. Target is a mechanism or a penis target. Right. No. Weapons.
Will do.
Well, doesn't have that.
Anything else?
No. Not there. Fine. Kira.
I'll see to it personally.
This weapon. Come on, put him down. Hey! We've defeated our first demon. Defeated our first demon.
If not me. Accept your lot.
I will do like you do. Reduced to dust.
Alright. And that's a level up. I'll be honest. Was not expecting a Herald of Tzeentch to just pop up. Hypnotizing pendant. Wearer successfully hits a single shot attack. Target suffers slowed until the wearer.
Is there money to be made?
Wonder if
I always keep my options open.
I was hoping that we wouldn't have to kill last week. This filthy excuse for table is smeared with someone's dinner consisting of algae.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
There is nothing else. Pascal only got to use his newfound cape against the demons like once, but like
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
anything left in the sewers, and there wasn't external whatever the thing was not here.
Keep your wits about you.
I'm more than a little satisfied. I'm just running around to see like there's a mist, but alright, we go back up to the warehouse, I guess.
Let us not dawdle.
I was expecting potentially to like run into like actual cult leadership, but spawning a Herald of Tzeentch, just a Herald of Tzeentch spawning in from a random cultist, just exploding forth. Wasn't expecting that. I'm glad we were here to deal with it, but right. We do have this would go into Alien. On like Argenta. What does the slow? Let's see. Yeah, suffers slowed. Movement was reduced by 3. Yeah, that's figured that was gonna. She is the most likely to be doing that. Yeah, I think we're keeping that instead of giving her the bolt pistol. Then we got a bunch of levels again. Bunch of level ups to do. Right. So, what's this? Officer encourages, who immediately recovers burning, bleeding, and stun. They also gain temporary wounds, ×2 of the... Okay, Air of Authority increases an ally's resolve by 2, and if the target is, they will start their next turn with 1 additional action point. Move immediately grants an ally additional movement points equal to the fellowship bonus. If the target is under its effects, it ignores attacks of opportunity. Okay. Break their ranks. This ability can only target allies who have enemies adjacent. Till the start of the officer's next turn, all melee attacks made by the target deal additional damage equal to the number of enemies adjacent to the target when they... Okay. If the target is under the effects of voice of command, they immediately make an attack of opportunity against an agent. Okay. Yeah, I think break their ranks is like we're throwing a lot that on Abelard a lot anyway. So seems reasonable. Right. So we did already take Steel the Forge. I think we're gonna take power armor proficiency. Like are we? It's like I would like to take power armor proficiency because like just in case we could run across a power armor, we want to have it. So I think I will. There's definitely other good things still left to take though. Like dueling mastery, for example. No, I think we're gonna be, just in case we actually run across power armor, we want to be able to give it to our rogue trader. Having that on hand seems reasonable. Right. We can increase strength, the weapon skill. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go with strength here. And then you're taking carouse. Fine with that. We have right. Have what? Prescience. The target gains 4 plus ×2 intelligence, perception, fellowship, and willpower until end of combat. Sensory deprivation. Perfect spot. While in cover, the operative gains 25 cover efficiency, 15 perception, until it doesn't move. Intimidation. Next non-area attack inflicts the intimidated effect on the first target hit by the attack and all enemies in a 5. Nice attack. For the next attack against a target affected by an exploit, the target's cover efficiency will be reduced. Attack will have... I think like this might be good. Tactical knowledge from each enemy in a... There's only one enemy. No, I think we're just gonna dominate. Willpower, or at their next turn, they will spend all their movement to move closer towards the second. Act as normal, which is not great. A sensory deprivation. Willpower, if it succeeds, melee blinded. What does... Right, so blinded is... Okay. Yeah, I think we're going with sensory deprivation. Then we have... You've taken them. Yes, you have taken them. Okay. Then what? Edge of Faith. No. Fatebringer. No. I mean, armor penetration. Flawless plan. Nope. Predicted downfall. First dodge attempt. No. Aftershock. Deals mental damage from any source. Okay. No. Mental breach. No. Mind siege. No. Mind thief. Pain channeling. Whenever the psychic kills an enemy with psychic dealing more about. Okay. Visions 2. Warp minds. Every 6 years, all enemies against weak hearts. Enemies currently inflicted with blinded, stunned, immobilized, or prone effects by the psyker suffer 10% more damage. High rating. Each level of psi rating provides the psyker access to new psychic powers. I think we just... Yeah, I think we take this, right? Yep, because we actually get the psi rating too, because we're a non-sync. Yep, that seems pretty dope. Over here. Willpower. Right. Bolt weapon expert. Nimble. Solid projectile weapon attacks gain minimum damage. Bolt weapon is I assume bolt weapon is a solid, right? Right. Right. Let's check. Like I assume it's a solid, right? Bolt weapon. Bolt. It's bolt. 200 range weapon. Bolt weapon. It doesn't say solid. It says bolt. So is that different to a solid? Let's see. Yes. Okay. So bolt is different to solid. So bolt. That's good to know. I mean, I guess bolt technically isn't one because it's like it's a rocket propelled grenade, which is it's solid in a way, but it's not solid in a way. Don't think we're gonna pick up a heavy weapons proficiency. Heuristic training, base skill. I think grenadier like works. I'll be honest, like I think grenadier is pretty good. We'll take that. It's like she's running in
Color the uncolored.
running in close anyway. Let's see. Archetype. Okay. Glimpse of Fate. Target gains 5 times increase hit chance on their next attack. Dodge on their next target. Okay. Yep. Reveal the light. Gains 4 times the navigator's willpower to their willpower and toughness until end of combat. Immolate the soul. Ooh. Zone of Fear. Warp Burst unleashed. All incoming warp damage is increased by don't really not. Designates a square. The enemy closest to immediately moves up to force though. If multiple enemies, all of them move. Targets move even if they're stunned. This could be really interesting. Like bring things closer and bring things awaken all enemies within a 4-cell radius circle suffered minus 10 plus 2,000 to their willpower and toughness. Immolate the soul. Deals damage to all targets in a line and inflicts soul burn. Target suffers navigator 3 plus navigator souls. At the end of their yeah, okay. Immolate the soul. Yeah, absolutely. Right. Other things. Enemies damaged by the navigator suffering. No, there was the. There's the. Is it the pass? Yes, pass unscathed. Perception is higher than their agility. Then we'll do that instead. And then Pascal. You have knowledge. Each enemy in a 5 round a point within. There is only one. All allies gain 2 times the number of removed percentage armor until the end of 4 or more exploits or the operative gains number of damage. Still don't kind of understand. Next non-area inflicts intimidated effect on their first target hit by an attack on all enemies in a 5-cell radius around the target. Damage dealt by intimidated. Okay, we'll take intimidate. Right. Then could get probably not gonna be getting a. Okay. Could get toughness. Get like. Anything else? Advanced skill tech use, pinnacle of weaponry. Mars of the Forge, steel of Basic training toughness, maybe? Just to get, like, if we're gonna be throwing him into melee, I feel that like, getting that to 40 seems pretty decent. It will not die, also it's just good. Plasma weapons gain damage. Dueling mastery, swift movements, combat master, chain weapon. Nimble, question mark? Seems a little wasted though. We'll do toughness just to get him a little bit more HP there.
Let's not waste time with pleasantries.
Well, it's not wasting time.
The machine gun grunts.
Is there money to be made?
How am I supposed to...
I always have a backup plan.
Like, what am I missing? Right?
Operation successful.
Right,
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
or the cut.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Right. Manage to, according to it, in order to perform the ritual motive force, you must supply power, make sure the relay is closed, check that the damper is latched, and the supplementary external relay is shut. Supply must be correctly distributed. In no case must the flow be reset before the circuit is closed.
I always keep my options open.
Right. Nothing happens. What about here?
This exploratory is blessed with multifunctionality.
What about here? Happens.
Keep your wits about you.
Again. Don't want to unlatch them, right? So, close that relay.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Everything appears to be correct. Okay, so we did that, right?
Always keep your
Did
eye on
that.
the prize.
Don't want to unlatch anything. Let's see. Supply power, make sure the relay is closed, check that the dampener is latched, and the supplementary external relay is shut. Not it.
Operation successful. The machine gun grants the insight. This exploratory is
No.
blessed with multifunctionality.
No, okay, that
Let us not dawdle.
dampener slash. I do not get this. Right, so we did that. Did that. Slash supplementary external. Check that the dampener is latched and supplementary external relay is shut. Supply must be correctly distributed. In no case must the flow be reset.
Is there money to be made?
Get it. Not get it. Don't get what I'm missing. But I think with this mystery, we are gonna end our stream today to this, and I'll try to think about it in the meantime. But I will need to go and eat something. and do some other things. I will more than likely be streaming another one later on. But regardless, thank you all for watching. Hope you had fun. And as I always say, good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever happens to be the time of day for you. Hopefully I'll see you next time. And have a good one.